Well, hello there.
Sup?
No, wait, do that one more time.
What, are we still doing sound check?
Continue. Well,
To
hello
be continued.
There. Well, hello there.
Hello there.
This is episode 9
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
This is a sound check, apparently.
of Around the Casket. Because
Around?
we're all gonna fucking kill ourselves.
Just ruined it.
Me, the first suicide's gonna happen by me, Zack. Second one's gonna happen by
Well, I'm fine. I'm
Doug.
just not
Doug's
your
gonna
friend.
kill himself, and if he doesn't, one of us will do it.
My friend.
The third suicide. Who's gonna do that one? Looks like it's Cash. Nose goes, buddy.
Nope, I'm just gonna kill all you myself. Fuck you. Hi, I'm Cash.
Cash money.
And joining us today, we also have our other friend.
Hi, I'm Zack.
It's Zack also.
Zack numero dos.
Ooh, ouch.
I can be Goodrich. You can be Zack.
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah. Or Kaiser.
You're cat daddy.
That's right, I'm
Cat Daddy.
Is that like...
You'll know that by watching our Hustle Cat video. Pow, 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 pow. Finger guns.
Coming to a store near you.
I thought you were just gonna say coming. Like, oh god, I'm coming because of that.
Isn't that what
Hustle
the game's
Cat.
about?
Coming?
Well, Cat's coming.
I mean,
I don't know, dude. You're not that far in yet.
I don't know. I haven't even seen the game. I just hear you guys talking about it, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna record this." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like it's kind of like a cat dating sim. I'm
It's
like,
Cat Cafe.
uh,
It's a cat cafe, and you work there. You're a piece of shit who's late to their job all the time on your first fucking day.
why don't you show up on time and set an alarm, dude?
Yeah, that's why we said
Well, you're the protagonist in this.
he's the protagonist.
Alex is the
Alex is the
protagonist.
protagonist. For those that can't see
Set
the point.
an alarm,
In
Alex.
fact, we're actually recording some of this. We might put it up and then just put a drawing of all of us up there. Does that sound good?
none of us can draw.
Exactly. That's the point.
Wait, can you, Kaiser?
I can't draw.
Oh, I thought you were pointing to you.
No,
you
no, that was
can
those
draw.
ghosts.
Yeah.
I won't draw it.
So anyway, on the agenda today, we didn't get to talk about it last week because we ran out of time.
And because of E3,
And because of E3 because we ran out of time. But the Warcraft movie.
I saw it. It was good. I liked it for what it was.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay,
thought
end
they
of
did a good
Warcraft
job.
movie. Moving on.
I thought they did a good job.
It visually looked good and everything. The only discrepancy I had with it was the kind of lore changes, really.
Well, and I was talking to a friend of mine about this. He brought it up to me that they kind of had to do that to incorporate it to new people. Because you can't just throw books and games of lore at somebody and expect them
Not
to...
with that attitude.
Never mind, and expect them to understand fully what is happening and all of that.
Well, not necessarily. First of all, I think we should kind of put like a small disclaimer because if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's pretty good.
Wanna rip this
I like
Band-Aid off on
it.
your
I like it
floor.
for what it was. I'm a huge like fucking WoW lore nerd. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting on my soapbox now.
I'm sorry,
since Doug
buddy.
was on his earlier. I really like the WoW lore. Chris Metzen's a great writer, but it's just like they shouldn't have changed really anything. But what I'm trying to say is we should put a disclaimer because there might be a little bit of spoilers in here.
Well, there will be plenty of spoilers.
Yeah,
So-
for a lot of things, actually. We're not just talking
Spoiler.
about
In
Warcraft
fact,
today.
spoiler coming up. Didn't they change? Like, I don't remember Medivh dying at the end of that little series.
Yeah.
I thought he kept living because he ends up having to go do something with fucking Arthas, doesn't he?
In the actual lore,
Yeah.
he's possessed by Sargeras, which they didn't technically mention Sargeras or demons in the.
And they
in
showed
that
kind of
movie at all.
Sargeras' face at the end of it.
Yeah.
Well, that was him just kind of showing him being actually possessed by demons. So they kind of like hinted at it, but yeah, he actually dies. But it was actually Anduin Lothar who beheads him and kills him, and then his Medivh's mother brings him back to life.
Okay, that's where I'm.
And in the actual lore, like outside the games, like in the story, resurrection's not like a paladin or somebody just resurrecting you. Like, oh, here's a little bit of mana. Okay, you're res, you're good. No, in that it's like a strenuous act. Like very few resurrections have ever been.
Well,
like,
I know
actually recorded in the lore.
Anduin did one on his father, didn't he?
Who did?
Anduin. I know at some
No.
point Anduin gets like super pissed and reses someone.
Well, I know King Varian doesn't die ever. He comes really close. A lot.
But like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff like for instance, to start off, Anduin Lothar and Khadgar both were a lot older. I can kind of see why they changed that.
Yeah, I did
Like in the
notice
lore
that.
wise, they're a lot older compared to the characters in the movie because nobody wants to go see a movie with old men. But then again, we also had fucking Lord of the Rings that had some old men in
what
it.
about No Country for Old Men? That was nothing but old men in a no country.
And it didn't have a country, yeah. But that was one of my, like I said, I'm nitpicky. I'm very fucking nitpicky when it comes to the lore. So that was one of them. The fact that Anduin Lothar never had a son apparently, but they had a son in the movie.
Oh,
that
yeah,
I guess they
Callum?
kinda, yeah.
Callum? Yeah.
It was literally there to add character depth,
Story.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of like give him
That-
a reason to hate the orcs even
That
more or
I don't
whatever.
mind. I don't mind.
I don't
Well,
know, that's still like
To me,
groundbreaking
to
movie.
me, like
to add a character
the
that
fact,
was never
like
there.
the whole thing with Garona,
I thought
and like
that
him
was-
killing, fucking, what's his name?
Oh, King Lane.
Yeah, with her killing King Lane and him thinking that it like wasn't an act of sacrifice. To me, that's enough reason to hate the orcs. I don't think they necessarily needed to throw in the whole sun thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was another thing. She actually does kill King Lane, but it's under
His orders. though.
Yeah, under
But he doesn't know
what's his
that
name?
though.
I'm drawing a blank. Warlock, orc.
Gul'dan?
Gul'dan, yeah. I was just drawing.
Gul'dan.
I just could not think of his name for some fucking reason. Yeah, he actually orders her instead of like, oh, you'll save us or save him, save Anduin if she killed the fucking king. It was just I don't know. There was just too many things like that. Also, the love interest that they kind of like hinted at between
Yeah.
Garona and Anduin.
Yeah, that
Lothar.
was stupid.
Yeah, because she, in the actual lore, has a kid with Medivh, who is Madan, who's to be the next Guardian after Khadgar.
Really?
Supposed to. Like, they're kind of like training him to be. I think he's under.
I didn't know that.
I think he's being trained by the Kirin Tor right now to become like the next one.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's got it. No.
He's
I was getting super nerdy and cute. No, because Khadgar
He's
has,
got a mini Akatesh.
Yeah, no, Khadgar actually has the
He has
Akatesh Medivh stuff. But overall, it was a good movie. It was visually stunning. I love the way the dwarves, like the way they made the dwarves look, even though they were all CGI, but they look fucking.
I like the
phenomenal.
way they made the elves look. I thought that was a really good representation.
I had a buddy of mine who was like, "Dude, I fucking hated the way the elves looked. Like it's like they didn't even try."
No, so
You
the
let
way
air out of your tires over there, big boy.
you letting air out of your tires over there, big boy.
Big boy, letting the air out of your tires.
Speaking of really racist Orientals, that's how they made the blood elves look.
Yeah, there was
the
like
elves.
the one Asian guy.
That
there.
really one super Asian elf. You couldn't even see his eyes, dude.
Oh,
And I don't know if it was the makeup.
I am a blood elf.
Or what, but like it
I use a
almost looked like
magic.
it almost looked like they had stitched his eyes right here because of all the makeup. That's one thing that I noticed.
Interesting.
Because all the elves look normal. Like, and I'm not saying he didn't look normal because he
didn't
was
pay
Asian.
that close
I'm
of
saying
I think
like
that's exactly what you're saying.
it's the makeup they used just didn't fit because like his I don't know his eyes didn't look real.
I
I
wasn't even
should
gonna
say.
look at it because like it was like a kind of just like a small
Well, they
like
flash
short.
it 3 times when they're around the table and then when they're at the end. Whenever
Well, no, there's like that short pan across like where the elves were sitting during like the little meeting or whatever. It just kind of panned across, and he was like right there, front
well
and
then
center of
there
it.
then there's one whenever Lane's dead and Lothar takes the sword. And like all the different races are there, and it pans to the elves, and like
Yeah,
it
but
holds
it's-
the camera on them because they're right next to the dwarves.
I wanted to see way more of the other races in the fight. Like I wanted to
I
see
did too.
I wanted to see a fucking druid. Like just
Yeah, I did
like
too.
transform into a fucking kitty and tear someone apart.
Yeah, I did too.
That'd have been dope.
I will say I liked watching those wolves rip people apart. That was cool. Not really rip; they more like drug them into the bushes, and then there was screaming.
I've actually talked to some buddies, and they were really wanted to see a lot of the other races other than just like the humans, the dwarves, the orcs, and the high elves that were there.
Or even just like some semblance of showing you like, hey, here are some of the classes from the game doing battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Here's warriors and a mage.
Well, you gotta think.
Here's human footmen.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
think that's actually how the game actually worked too. Because I mean, it wasn't like, oh, that footman there is a fucking paladin, that one over there is a warrior, so he's gonna.
Yeah, but there
Whirlwind
was
all
like
day.
there was still like in the game there was like some semblance of like differences between the units, whereas it was just kind of like this race is charging in, this race is charging in. Oh look, a bunch of humans and shiny metal.
Well, I mean, that's to pretty much give you the sense that hey, we're kind of trying to like incorporate the RTS into it.
But like there should have been
Well
like
met.
some kind of like I feel like the director should have at least had like 1 or 2 like focus shots showing something unique. It didn't really have that.
Go with honor, friend.
Zug zug.
That was one thing I was.
That was awesome.
No, yeah, I did like that. The one
I
thing I
don't-
was super
I didn't
disappointed in the
notice
movie, I didn't hear a single fucking Loktar Ogar, and I was hoping
No,
for it.
they did do that
Yeah,
whenever they
they
animated-
said Loktar, but they didn't say Loktar. Oh god.
whatever.
I didn't hear Zug Zug if they said it.
They
Yeah,
did.
that was what they were
Did they?
chanting at the end.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, after they, at the very end of it, whenever I guess,
Zug Zug.
whenever I guess after Garona killed King Lane,
I also
started
really wanted
chanting
a more work.
I didn't like the way they
What
represented
you
Black
want?
Hand. I thought Black Hand was very underplayed in that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, he looked fantastic.
Yeah, but I think
looked
he was
cool.
underplayed. Like, there's a lot more to him than what they showed. A lot more.
Well, I mean, there's so much lore there for something like that where they were specifically focusing on, like, that little bit of the human story and then Duratan.
Well, I mean, it's one of those
because
where,
that's
like,
pretty much what it is, really.
it's one of those where they showed him getting his hand cut off, and then they're at the place,
Burned
and Gul'dan's like, "You have disgraced your clan. You must pay." And so he just like looks at him and sticks his hand in the fire, and then Duratan cuts off like the charred part of his arm, and then all of a sudden he's just got
Well,
this metal
Duratan-
hand. They don't show him affixing that hand.
They don't have to show that.
They do.
No, they don't.
It was grueling.
They don't have. Not important to that part of the story.
Yeah, it's not like super important. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's because the story revolved around Duratan and Lothar. So
The other thing is that I
Did you
did-
fart?
No, I didn't.
I smell
wish I did.
farts.
I wish I did.
I want to see what they're going to do with Thrall.
Dude, it's this house. It's this house that smells like farts.
I want to see the sequel and what they want to do with Thrall.
Supposedly they're not making any more.
That's extremely disappointing.
Yeah, because like,
But do I believe them? No, I think they're gonna make more.
well, the cool thing was like the CGI was like
It was such a success.
Yeah, it looked exactly like it was from the cutscenes and stuff. Because if you looked at Grom, like Grom Hellscream looked exactly like he did from like the cutscenes and stuff from the Warlord of Draenor.
He's
They never
one-
said his name though. if you
Yeah,
noticed.
that was
No.
one thing that was like super disappointing for me. Cause, well, I guess in this part of the story, like I was saying earlier, he's not really important until Manoroth gets killed. But
Yeah,
I
so-
wish
Well,
they at
no,
least.
it's not even that because that's what I was gonna say. I had a huge discrepancy at the fact that they didn't incorporate the fact that the orcs became fell orcs by drinking the blood of Manoroth.
Yeah, they just kind of were fell.
Yeah, it was just like, oh,
Yeah, they just kind of.
here's fell magic, which is actually a way that you can become a fell orc. Is just being in heavy proximity of fell magic. But in the actual lore, they drink the blood of Manoroth, and Garrosh or Gromosh rather, Grom was the one who actually was one of
doesn't-
the first ones.
At least in Warcraft, I want to say 3, Reign of Chaos, doesn't Manoroth like taint like a couple moon wells for them
Yeah.
to drink from?
Taint.
Yeah, and Grom gets and his like clan of orcs or whatever get tricked into actually drinking from it. But they just did not touch on anything demon-wise at all. I just wonder if that was like something they tried to do just to keep like a PG-13 rating. If demons is kind of like, or they're just trying to dodge the whole maybe Christian community or something. Just
Maybe.
I don't think it's so much that either. I was thinking about that as well, and I think it's because Legion's coming out soon, and that's when they're really going to hit a lot of lore for the demons. And so I have a feeling that what part of the movie was to get people to play WoW. It really was. They've said that, and they even put a forum out on Battle.net that was like, "Hey, we're putting this movie out. Just so you know, we're probably going to get some new players, and you guys need to be nice to them and treat them how you would treat everybody else. So call them stupid and steal all their
Play
gold
nice, play
and,
fair.
and kill them every time you see them. But
Gank
let them
them
know
and
you
camp
care
them.
about them." Yeah.
I'm just doing
And
this
so-
so I can let you know how the world of Warcraft actually works.
And since
this is
Legion-
gonna happen, so I'm just here to like ease you into it.
And since Legion is like a returning of Illidan and everybody, I feel like they're just gonna repeat a lot of lore there, and that's probably we're gonna find out a lot about Sargeras and everybody instead of in the movie.
Sergeant Eris.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if they're not gonna make another movie, where did you read that at?
I didn't read that. You said.
Oh, I just heard this. Yeah.
Well, I can see that they actually, the reason that they made this was to kind of like bring people back or to get people to play again. Because A, they're going to make money off the movie. B, they're going to try to get returning people, which most of the people I talked to who used to play WoW, or like, even if they quit like a long time ago, they're just like, oh man, I watched the movie and I kind of want to go back and play WoW again. And I'm like,
I resubbed
Congratulations.
after watching the movie.
yeah, like, congratulations, Blizzard. You succeeded on wrangling those
You
people back in
accomplished
and
your
even
goal.
maybe
Yeah.
bringing people back. Yeah.
And I even made an Alliance character too.
You're like, fuck the orcs, I'm gonna play with the 12-year-olds.
Hell yeah.
Horde
dude.
is gay.
Hell yeah.
Orcs rule, man. Master race. Orcs master race. Orcs master race. Don't look at me like that. Orcs master race, dude. I said it.
Blood Elf?
Orcs master race.
Blood-
Terran master race.
Blood Elf Master Race?
No. Go away.
Blood Elf Master Race? They're beautiful. Beautiful creatures. You want to fucking make me, big boy? Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You're like, no.
Oh God.
I'm like a peach.
Does anybody else have anything to say on the Warcraft movie?
I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't follow it up. I'm gonna be extremely disappointed if they don't follow it up.
I would like to see another one. Like I said, for what it was, I liked
Just
it.
at least something to continue it. They don't necessarily have to go through everything up to fucking like
Cataclysm?
Pandaland and through that.
Cataclysm.
But I
That's
at
where
least
they need to
want
go.
them to go through up to the Lich King story.
Oh yeah, because
That if they don't go to there, I'm gonna be sad.
I think they should go up to Cataclysm because that's when Thrall's character really starts to develop.
There are a lot of points for Thrall to develop. Like in WoW, that's his big part. In the Warcraft lore, he has many big dick appearances.
Well, no, even just the gathering of all the races for the Horde, like the trolls and the Tauren for the original Horde. I mean, in Azeroth, anyway.
Like what was it? Him and Cairn Bloodhoof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was him and
Poisoned axes.
him and
Didn't Garrosh kill Cairn?
Some orc did, I think.
I think it was Garrosh. Or no,
Who?
it was Blackhand. No,
No.
it
Killed who?
wasn't. Cairn.
it was
Who was it? Garrosh.
Garrosh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was like, "You're unfit to lead your people," and then just fucking pushes him off of.
No, he
Thunderbluff.
challenged him to
He
Mak'gara,
Does
and
he?
Yeah.
he poisoned his axe.
and he poisoned his axe, and that's what killed him.
That's what it was.
So it was an unhonorable kill, bro.
And then his
Fuck.
fucking son like beat the shit out of Garrosh, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah. Bane Bloodhoof.
Yeah, they could definitely just keep going with it. I mean, especially the Thrall story. I love Thrall.
And if they
I do
really
too. I wanna
want to be
see
the
Drekthar.
fucking money tycoons that they get their dicks so hard about being, make a Horde series and a fucking Alliance series.
Show both
Oh
sides.
wow!
God, that'd be
Makes
so
things
awesome.
way easier for the directors and more money.
Wait.
I
Oh,
wouldn't say more money
wow.
because you're gonna have like your fanboys, your Alliance and
Oh,
Horde fanboys,
wow.
only gonna get to see
Illuminati.
one or the other.
Well, then
because
either way, they
maybe-
make the same fucking amount of money plus some extra from the people who want to see both.
No, because you're making two separate movies, and say the current Warcraft movie grossed in $1 billion.
More than that, but okay.
You
I'm
know
just
what?
saying,
Now that I
this
think
is
about
a-
it, your
it's a
math
random
makes
figure.
sense.
You make two separate movies, you're gonna get maybe not even half for both. Like they're losing money on that compared to just making one movie and making a fuck ton more.
I see.
Or I'm sorry, if they made like $500 million on each of the Alliance and the Horde movies that they made them separately, they spent more money making two separate movies than it took them to make just one, and
That's fair. That's fair.
made the same amount. Is what I'm getting at least. But yeah, I
Don't
kinda
listen
would like
to him,
see
Blizzard,
that.
and make two separate movies.
Yeah, don't do that.
It'd be cool, but not smart.
I just
Do
look
it.
at this and see dollar signs, and I'm like, that won't work. Ain't gonna work, big boy.
Big boy. The hero priest.
Okay, I think we beat that.
Yeah,
dead horse.
we've talked enough about Warcraft.
Go see the movie. If you like Warcraft, go see the movie.
Yeah, if you don't like the movie, but you like that style, kind of like Lord of the Ringsy, go see it because it's good.
It's
not even the Ringsy.
It's that
Just
style.
fantasy in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like fantasy. Go see it because it's good.
Just go see it.
Superman
You must
does
take
good.
the meme to Mordor.
Just see the movie.
Frodo, bring forth the meme.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Just kidding. Put it all over the internet.
Meme.
Claim it as your own.
Repost, you fools.
I seen it.
So
It's like Gollum just coming out of like this cave, like I seen it. Just crawls back in his cave.
He's carrying around like a meme center watermark.
He has his picture as like his face is a watermark on it. It's like I made that.
he's throwing down votes everywhere.
my OC.
So next week, Burger King, and I'm so excited for this, is making the mac and Cheetos, and it's basically fried macaroni and cheese, and the outside is Cheetos.
It's Cheeto dust. It's gonna be so gross.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so gross.
So what's keeping in all the mac and cheese? itself?
Cheeto dust.
Fried Cheeto dust.
Is that it?
It's
That's
fried
what they're
Cheeto. I don't think it's
using
just
as their
dust. I think it's Cheeto.
So it's essentially just
But-
it's like a baked mac and cheese with like the Cheetos.
With Cheeto dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think a mozzarella stick, but instead of regular breading, it's Cheetos.
Cheeto. Yeah.
And instead of mozzarella cheese, it's terrible mac and cheese.
Nah, dude, that's
It probably is gonna be
Cardboard.
oh, dude, that's gonna be so
Cardboard
good.
coated in liquid cancer.
Well, the way like you kind of look at the Doritos Locos Tacos, those are pretty fucking good.
Those
Like,
are
who would've-
delicious.
Yeah, who would have thought like?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's probably been a long time coming. They should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doritos Locos was so fucking good.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
what I'm
all
saying.
things fucked up with food. Like, there's just everything about that stuff is so good. I don't even know why.
Like we're just talking like a bunch of fat kids. Like, God damn, I love fucking McDonald's.
Now, that's something I won't love.
You can take that any way you want, ladies and gentlemen. Is he outside fucking a McDonald's? We don't know.
The world may never know.
Those arches,
Those are just.
they get me
You
hot.
could just.
McDonald's
place
got some curves, am I right?
place it
God,
between
she's a
betwixt
thick
the
bitch.
cheeks.
She's a thick bitch.
Oh
I
my
like it.
god. You know who's a thick bitch? My cat Toby. But Cash, you were trying to talk to me earlier about some fast food stuff.
Yeah, I actually found out today that in India at a KFC, particularly I had to write it down because I'm not very
sticky note.
Yeah, I'm not very like geographically well versed in geography, I guess you'd say. But in India, primarily just in Delhi and Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Isn't that a level in Overwatch?
Isn't that where Lucio's from?
I don't know, maybe. But they're actually in their big meal boxes or whatever. I don't know what it actually consists of, so I rarely read.
They're called big boy boxes.
Well, it's called the meal box. But in those, in these two parts of India, they're actually putting these USB charging stations built into the actual box, so you can like charge up your phone and stuff.
What?
Yeah. I'm just like, I wonder how much more that meal's gonna cost just to put that like disposable battery or whatever into that thing.
Okay, first of all, like, what? You know what? I'm sitting here in front of the menu making my decision about what I want to eat. You know what?
You look at your phone and
Instead
like, oh
of
shit,
getting,
I only got 2% battery
instead of
left.
getting what I really want,
me,
I'm gonna
6
get
sitting
this
on
meal
6.
box because I really need to charge my phone, and I don't know when I'm getting home soon, and I'm expecting a really important call about my holy cow.
Maybe.
About your whole.
I just really want to know like the actual like thought process that went into this. Like,
Dude, I'm at 4% and I'm hungry.
there's actually an advertisement for it as well, where they actually show like this chick texting and stuff. She's like, oh, like us. Such and such really thinks I'm hot. We should date or something. Like she sends like some kind of text to her friend.
Hashtag USB box.
Yeah, and then her phone dies. She's like, "Oh fuck! Oh, I've got some KFC
Say that
box
in the
over
commercial?
here." No,
I really want to see my friend. Oh fuck!
like she sends it and her phone dies, and then she goes over to her KFC. Is like, "Oh shit!" There's
Or
a
you
fucking
could be like,
USB
in
box."
our-
Did she say that too?
No.
Oh shit, dude!
This is my interpretation. This is like my dumb fucked up interpretation of this commercial. Like, oh shit, my phone died, dude. I gotta go plug it into my fucking KFC box. So after like reading up on it, it only gives you a 17% charge on your phone. So it's nothing great, but I
It
mean,
only gives you
it's-
17.
Yeah, it's not gonna sit there and charge your whole fucking phone up to 100.
Get your shit together, KFC.
That would cost way too much for that.
You're gonna be innovative. You gotta be at least
Like that-
accommodating.
Like I don't even know how much that.
I want to know how much just those boxes, like, I want to know the difference as to, like, how much their cost increases.
Like how much that meal's gonna cost extra just because you put like that little disposable.
I mean,
battery
it would have
or
helped our
whatever into it.
situation earlier when we were fucking testing lighting and
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We don't have a charger. Let's fucking go to KFC and get a USB charger.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what, that's what
and
kinda reminded
dinner.
me of it
Oh,
when
can I
you're
get a
like,
box
oh,
with that
$14.
charger in it? What?
I don't want the
Yeah,
meal. Can I just get the
box with the
box?
charger.
Let me get a
give me the
20-piece
box.
bucket with a phone charger. Hell yeah.
I just thought it was so weird. I was just like, why did they think this was a good idea? Because I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way and order that meal just because it has it on there. There's no
So,
real point to it.
did they say what meal it was? That's gonna have it?
It's called the meal box, is what it is. So I'm assuming it's like an
Okay.
assortment of chicken and like maybe some sides or something. I don't know. Like
See,
I
now-
don't eat KFC hardly ever.
It would make more sense if it was on the KFC bowls, because the bowls are sad as it is, and so the people that are getting it probably already have dying phones, and so I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm alone and I want to look at Reddit or Imgur, and
Or Tumblr.
or- no, people that go on Tumblr.
Those
don't-
people who are that sad in a
KFC
fucking
and I need
KFC.
my porn.
No, that person who's that sad in KFC with their fucking bowl that you're talking about.
Kentucky
yeah,
Fried
they're the same
crying.
people who get on Tumblr.
Okay, well the people are like, oh man, can I get on Tumblr? Well, I got like 2% left. Oh, dude, this
Bruh.
prison food that I've got in a bowl here should be able to charge my phone. And then they just jack in Mega Man Power Up and
I
it charges.
kind of like picturing them just taking their corn and shoving it
I did
into the
too.
bowl with
In the
all the
actual
food.
bowl.
I did too. I imagined, and there it was.
Wait a minute, those ones with like the mashed potatoes and the corn and shit mixed in, that shit's good.
Yeah, it does prison food.
That shit's good.
You
If
just
eat
go,
it,
yes. No,
It's
I mix it
delicious.
and then I stare at it.
I believe
Of
it.
course, I fucking eat it.
You're the one
It's
that
my
eats-
most favorite thing there, but it's garbage.
All fast food's garbage, dude. It's fast food.
Listen, I just
There's
ate.
no nutrition in it at all.
I just ate a grilled hot dog from Burger King, and let me tell you right now, sir,
How good was it?
it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. Burger King, hit us up for
Not
sponsorship.
the best wiener I've
all
had
right.
in my mouth.
Listen, you won't get bad reviews, but you definitely won't get great reviews. Hit us up for
Solid
sponsorship.
man.
Promise never to badmouth you as long as you
Yeah.
just give us money.
Yeah, I mean,
Or at least
I'll take
free
onion
food or
rings.
something.
and I can't
Yeah,
guarantee
hey,
it'll
those are
be
good
like, yeah, man, those mac and Cheetos were the bomb. It will at least be, those mac and Cheetos were good. I'll probably buy them one more time before they're gone.
And that's it.
And that's it.
All done.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. They have Dr. Pepper, and that's all I care about.
That's true.
Dr. Pepper is the best.
Dr. Fapper.
Necesito un pep. I need a pep.
One pet, please.
One pep, please.
Poor favor.
Poor favor.
So, did anybody see the new Star Wars news for the Rogue One movie?
I heard they're reshooting it.
Well, yeah, they're doing some like a couple like recuts or reshoots.
what
Because
Alex
they kind
does
of
for us all the
changed
time.
some
This
stuff.
is
He
Star
recuts
Wars
everything.
8. Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. He does.
Well,
He's
no.
perfect for the first
This
go.
is for Rogue One. Rogue One.
Keep that in.
Have you not seen the trailer for Rogue One?
Nope.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, dude, it looks awesome. It's got like.
It looks like the video game.
Alex, cut this out. Okay, I'm done jerking off.
For those of you that are listening, that took milliseconds. For us, it was like an eternity.
It was fucking like 2.5 minutes.
You had to keep spitting in your hands. It took forever, Doug. It was gross and uncomfortable for all of us.
I need lubrication.
That is not lube when you spit that much on your dick.
You just
I
keep
mean,
it
I guess
greasy then.
I guess I could have used my mellow yellow.
I would have got it. I would have looked
Build up a nice fizz.
Okay, so previously we were talking about the Rogue One movie for Star Wars, and Doug hadn't seen it, so we had to take an intermission and let him watch it. You fucking piece of shit! Have you not seen that yet?
I live in a cave.
You still have an internet connection.
I live in a cave.
With an internet connection, you had it better than cavemen. But anyway,
Doug
they,
is a fucking caveman.
they did an interview. The director and producers and stuff for the new Rogue One movie actually did a interview with Entertainment Weekly to discuss like some of the stuff they want to release for the movie, or actually just give teasers and stuff. So they do have James Earl Jones on payroll to do the voice for Darth Vader again. So
Yes.
Vader will be in the Rogue One.
Darth
movie.
Vader.
Vader.
Darth Vader.
I'm kind of getting like
Rogue One,
into
I am your
stuff.
father.
So I'm gonna kind of get like a little bit into the lore wise because I watched the Clone Wars animated series back in the day that came on Cartoon Network.
What'd you think? Was it good?
It's fucking great.
It's,
Yeah, it was
it's actually really good.
fantastic.
It's so good.
They have it on Netflix, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm
But
watching Fairy Tale, bro. I ain't got time for another animated series.
Dude.
so Forrest Whitaker's character in the Rogue One is actually going to be Saw Gerrera, which was actually an ongoing Gerrera.
Sounds like an Italian.
It sounds a little bit more Hispanic. But anyway,
Yeah, it really does.
they recruit him apparently into the like whole Rogue One. What, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's almost like
Squadron?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's part of like because Rogue One's technically supposed to be like kind of like a secretive
It's like a
part of the
strike
rebel.
team.
Yeah, part of like the rebel group. And he was actually during like the Clone Wars, killing like the Separatists, like the droids and everything. And he was like doing really shady shit. I mean, this is a kid's cartoon from Clone Wars animated series, which is where you first see his character. And he does like a lot of like kind of shady things, and people didn't really like trust him to actually fight the Separatists. Now they're bringing him back because they really felt like they needed like an extremist to kind of like, I guess, bring to the team to kind of like give them.
Who is this again?
This is Forrest Whitaker's character.
That's what I thought you said.
Forrest Whitaker is going to be playing Saw Gerrera. That's his character in the movie. And Saw Gerrera is the guy who does like all these like kind of questionable actions and stuff.
As an old
He's the
man.
guy who do what nobody else will,
Yeah, and so
He's the Han Solo, best Solo.
except worse, more
Yeah.
extreme.
So I kind of like delved in that because I saw that today. I'm like, oh shit, because I love that series, and I think it's cool that they're actually pulling characters from previous Lucas works, even though he's technically not part of it anymore. Like George Lucas isn't on the writing team or have any like directional input.
That's because he doesn't own it anymore. He
Yeah,
doesn't,
that's what
want to be a part of it anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I just thought it was cool that they just took stuff from that, and even Saw Gerrera is a reoccurring character, like in the Disney Rebels now, which is like the new animated series, like almost the same style because it actually has the same producer from the Clone Wars animated series. They actually name drop him in Star Wars Rebels, and Saw Gerrera is in a book as well that took place between episode 6 and episode 7. So he's actually like a character that's kind of been reoccurring throughout the actual universe, but I just thought it was really cool if they're actually bringing him back after all that, after the whole Lucas Arts trade off to Disney or whatever, and they're still using occurring like characters that are already in the lore. So instead of just saying, "Oh fuck it, we're just gonna make new ones," which most people probably would have done. They're like, "Oh, we'll just make our own characters. We don't need to have to go back and do that dumb shit." That was just me. I like lore. I mentioned it before.
Yeah.
I do too. I've never really delved into Star Wars lore other than the movies, just because, I mean, to be fair, I didn't know there were books until I started hanging out with you, 4 years ago?
Mhm.
So,
Spoiler alert: Leia becomes a fucking Jedi.
spoiler
At one
alert.
That's not a spoiler.
Spoiler
They say that in
alert.
the last movie.
Yeah, they do.
Did they?
Yeah. Yoda says it.
Yoda.
I do not remember that at all.
Yoda says it.
I do not remember her saying that.
Listen, bro.
Well, no, I know they say
Everyone
she's.
says, "Oh man, what if he fails?" And Yoda said, "Nah, it's no big deal.
There's
There's
another
somebody
one.
else."
Another one there is.
Yeah.
Well, still, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she
Well,
does become a Jedi.
true.
She just has the potential to.
Not
But yeah, in the
necessarily.
book, she actually does become a Jedi.
Yeah. I remember that.
But I'm super excited for the Rogue One movie.
Yeah, I am too. The whole reboot of that fandom was probably one of the highlights of the last couple years for me.
Well, not only that, but also the fact that they're kind of like doing the behind-the-scenes kind of deal of like the whole war, instead of just like, oh, we're going to focus on just
The major plot points.
Yeah, we're going to focus on Darth Vader and just Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi and just all like just the main characters from the ongoing movies that have already been released. Mm-hmm. That's what I really liked about the Clone Wars, because they actually had like the Clone Wars animated series, I should specify, because they actually did some episodes where it wasn't just centered around Anakin and Obi-Wan or like main big characters are like, this is shit that happened and this is how it affected this war. So that's how this whole outcome that led up to Anakin being able to do this or whatever it may be. I just like that kind of like, they just kind of break the monotony of it all, I guess you'd say. Even though it's kind of bad to say that whenever you fall in love with like main characters and shit like the main ones in the Star Wars movies.
Well, they're important, but there's always going to be that thought process where you're watching the movie and you love the movie, but you hear like snippets of a side story that could have been there, and you're like, man, what are we watching this scene for? We could be in that story right now.
Yeah, that's why I like the Republic Commando game so much, because it was it wasn't just about the Jedis. You learn about this special force of clone troopers who made all this shit possible for the actual main characters in actual movies and other games and stuff or whatever.
So we haven't talked about Overwatch in like a week or two.
So, like, 4
that's
days.
debatable. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it.
So
It's been brought up.
So Overwatch, the competitive scene is starting to grow a lot, even though there's not ranked play. Over in, I want to say it was Korea, this teenage girl who's part of a pro team is so good at the game that people have accused her of hacking. And in one of their qualifiers, her team's qualifiers over in Korea, they absolutely rolled the enemy team. That one of the opponents said that if I find out that you're cheating, I'm going to come to your house and stab you. Their team was disqualified, of course.
Good.
And
Fuck that dude.
the kid announced that he was going to quit competitive gaming because he can't control his anger and go to anger management classes. Anyway,
Okay, intervention.
Blizzard was like, okay, so you've gotten a lot of reports of you cheating, but you're really good. Come to our headquarters and we'll record you playing. And so they did. And Blizzard has announced that she has not cheated ever. She's just that fucking good.
She's Korean.
Damn.
So
Koreans are always good at video games.
she mains Zarya, so it's not hard to be good with Zarya. However, her KDA is 6.72,
I saw that with like an
Dang.
80% win rate or something.
85% win rate.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah. Teenage girl.
She's like, what, 17, I think?
Yeah.
Is what it said? Because I actually saw that on Facebook. Somebody was.
She's younger than Diva.
Oh my god.
How
She
crazy
is
that?
Diva.
No, she's younger. Diva's
She
19.
is Diva.
Diva's 19.
She is Diva.
And this is a unified Korea, not a South Korea.
It's in the future, bruh.
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 Maybe in 2 years she'll be
Bruh.
Diva. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
I quit gaming.
No, you did.
You're
I-
making a video.
No,
Shut up.
I'm saying right now I'm quitting gaming because of her.
All right, I'll see you tonight.
She's done.
Why? Because like people younger than us are gonna have better
I
reflexes
feel-
because we're getting old.
I feel old.
Yeah,
Fuck
up.
I've decided I'm not going to probably try a competitive game anymore. I used to think like, man, Overwatch is gonna be really fun and ranked, and I can actually do pretty good at this game. And then just that story, and then like the more I play it, I'm like, I really just like this game for the game.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
probably
like
not
to
gonna
enjoy
do
the games I
competitive.
play.
Plus, when I play competitive stuff, or at least play competitively, it makes me hate the game more.
It's because you play League of Legends.
I actually don't anymore. I haven't played it since Overwatch came out, so for about a month, and I've been so much happier.
Exactly.
That's why I had to quit playing League because I used to. You guys have. I used to rage.
even in like
I'd get on fucking full tilt in that game.
even ARAMs, I'm like, I'd freak the fuck out. God damn it! Get out of the bush and do something!
Yeah.
There's like 2 bushes in the ARAM maps. God, like I've been playing WoW again recently, and it's just relaxing to do stuff. And Overwatch is like, people can yell at me in chat and call me the N-word and a faggot and tell me to kill myself and drink bleach, and I just don't care because I'm just
Ching
playing.
chong, ling long, let me suck that dick.
Yeah, I just don't care because I'm just playing a game. I'm just here to play. It's not competitive, and there's no leaving penalties. So hey, if they don't like
There
it, they can
is.
just fucking leave.
It's like, isn't there like an XP penalty for leaving or something?
No, there's not. That was in beta. There's not anymore.
Oh wow.
It's
that's
pretty
dumb.
awesome. You can just leave because the XP gain's already terrible anyway.
So you're not even gonna play competitive, even though like they've announced like rewards and stuff.
I'm gonna play ranked for the rewards, but I'm not gonna play it to be like I need to be challenger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it for oh my god, that's a pretty dope looking skin. I need to get.
But
to
what
that
if you
rank
had to get
that
the challenge?
skin.
You get that dope ass skin.
Well, then I guess I'm getting a challenger to get that dope ass skin. I wouldn't be getting to challenger to be like, I'm the fucking best.
You're
Like,
s-
oh my
still-
god, Diva is wearing only a tank top. I need that skin. She's not even in her mech. I need this skin.
It's just like the one where she like pops out of the mech. It's just sensor bars and that's it. You're like, I gotta have that.
I need it. It's
I
blurred.
know. Even though you don't even see your own fucking character in game except
Yeah.
for like a split second when you check out.
And when you
Oh
emote.
yeah, when you emote, yeah.
She does her little heart emote and then breaks it. It's just sensor bars. I'll take it.
I'll take
Two, please.
Oh my god, there's different color
It's
variations.
like we share a brain, Doug.
I know, right?
You don't want to do that.
I know I don't.
It's pretty gross in there.
Hey.
Get out of my head! Get out! Do you think we should wrap it up?
I mean, what's your question of the week?
Alex keeps flashing numbers and shit.
What's
at
your
us.
question of the week? Ignore Alex. He means nothing.
Ignore Alex. Acquire currency.
What is your question?
Alex means everything. So while we're on the subject of Alex, I just want to say, without him, our podcast would be shit.
False.
What podcast?
It is already shit. It would be more shit if without him.
It would be shit
Yeah,
on
but-
top of shit, under shit,
Just so you guys know,
around
Between two
general
pieces
shit.
of shit.
So the people that are
shit
actually
sandwich.
listening to our podcast, go check out our gameplay stuff. It's like this but funnier, and there's something to watch.
Wait, this was funny to begin with?
I'm telling you,
Are
this
we
was
funny?
shit,
We're
and
not
people
funny.
like
Are we
shit.
funny?
No.
People
Yeah.
like shit. All right, I like shit.
You are shit.
How many times can
Why
you
do you think
say
I like
shit?
myself so much?
Oh, okay.
Hey,
You're so vain.
that's pretty good.
Hey, don't you copy other YouTubers. Shout out to iDubbbz TV with 3 Bs. Hit us up for a compilation, fam. Compilation?
I don't want to be involved in anything that he does.
Combination.
I don't feel like getting kicked in the balls.
Nah,
Stop talking.
nah,
Just stop
man.
talking.
I get his face tattooed on my ass.
All right,
Go
question
for it.
of the week.
Okay, so
What tattoo would you get and where? iDubbbz TV's face on my ass.
like it's just a tattoo of him like kissing your ass, like just him puckering.
Hey, that's pretty gay.
All right, so Cash's question of the week is, I actually didn't I know you and Doug heard it, but I don't know if you guys remembered it from last week. 'Cause I had like
Probably
a
not.
toss up, and I still technically don't have my own answer, but I'm probably gonna have
You
one.
can go last this time. I'll go first this time. How about that?
Do you remember it?
No, tell
Oh,
me the
okay.
question. I'll go first.
It's gonna be kind of one you have to kind of think about. We might have to do some heavy editing.
Well, unless I thought about it last week and I can remember if you tell me the question.
Okay, so the question of the week is, if you can go back to any period in time and
Oh, fuck.
meet with one person, who would it be, and like what would you do? Like, what kind of conversation would you have? Like, would you have like a question for him? Would you like, oh man, let's go hang out over here and do this? Like, if you're like, oh, I want to go hang out with like this general and go in a battle with him. And also, I'll note that any of your actions will not interrupt the timeline, so you don't have to worry about any of that shit. So there's no butterfly effect.
I would go back in time and shoot Kennedy. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. That'd be awful. Actually, it'd be
We
awesome.
go back in time to whoever hired the Gears of War character artist and tell them to do a better fucking job.
All right. Well, we have Doug's.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know if you know, we have endless talks
Lazy
on
bullshit.
Gears of War character artists and how lazy it is.
Oh my
Your
god.
armor looks fine,
Yeah, this is.
but you look like a fucking plastic bag filled with human goo.
Human goo.
You can't do any better, Doug.
I would probably go back in time to the time of Joan of Arc, and I would probably stop her and convert her.
To what?
Anything else?
Can you change the
love
timeline
of the God Emperor of
purposefully?
Mankind?
Yes.
Then
Listen,
they
your,
would burn her at the stake.
your actions here mean nothing in the future.
You get a book.
You all have been
written
worshiping a
about you.
false god.
Hey, you get a book and a shitty game made about you. What's a game? It's this thing where you sit in front of a computer. Never mind. You won't know about
Never
it.
mind.
It doesn't matter.
You watch somebody else live life and you act like
You get a
control
battle
them.
rap about you.
There's a lot of things that I would do. I'd like to go back and see the takeover of Japan during World War I and II. I'd like to meet Cleopatra and actually see how ugly she actually was, because apparently she was fucking disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
But she used dildos with bees in it, so she can't be that bad.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Where did you read this at?
In my history books.
What?
Just kidding. My history teacher told me in AP history in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently she would get like
Blast me
so
with
it made
that
like
honeycomb.
a vibrator, like the
yeah,
buzzing of the
yeah, she made the first ones.
That's
it was like the
incredible.
very first ones. It was like sanded and like polished wood, and like they'd stick them in there and screw them in, and she would.
Shake him up.
Yeah, she was like an avid like sex toy user.
Probably because she wasn't getting any because she was fucking hideous.
She got that busted face, bro.
Got that butterface, man.
Butterface. Butterface. Butterface.
Cleopatra. So yeah, mine would either be Joan of Arc and making her stop the stupid crusades for no fucking reason, and Cleopatra to see how ugly she was. Probably put it in. Let's be real.
Just to see what ancient pussy's like.
Yeah, just to see what all it talks about. Just to see what all it talks about. You can window shop, and if it's back in time, it's not going to affect the future. I'll be okay. Herpes doesn't exist back in the past.
It's not herpes. It's everywhere.
It's true. If everyone has it, nobody has it.
Well, no, I mean, like all of your
At
shit,
that
all
point,
your
it's not a
junk.
disease; it's a human trait.
If everyone's Han Solo, no one's Han Solo.
Because that'd be like. a group
Speaking
like,
of, can
it
we go
wouldn't be
back
solo.
like a long,
Yeah.
long time ago?
In a galaxy far, far away.
What would yours be,
I
Zach?
mean, because that would be
You
some
shitter.
cool shit.
Tell me.
So do you have a?
Honestly,
It's
like
not
the first thing that popped in my head is I kind of want to know like what the pyramids were for.
They're burial
Burials.
sites.
Also storing rice and grain.
and ancient aliens, dude.
Yeah,
told 'em to
I
do
mean,
it.
because I used to have this guilty pleasure when I first started college. I would sit around with my roommate and we would literally watch Ancient Aliens for
Yeah.
hours. And so like some of those stories, I just like I don't know. I want to know. There's some things that don't seem like humans could have done them. I don't necessarily think aliens did, but I also think there had to have been technology at some point that we don't know about yet, because there are just things that humans shouldn't have been able to accomplish.
Before
with
you
their
can go
hands.
forward, you have to go back. That
That's
makes
fair.
no sense, but it's been said before.
Well, I mean,
So-
when I pull out of a parking spot so I can go somewhere, I have to hit reverse.
See, there you go.
That's true.
So I mean, that's
sense
just
then.
that was the
Maybe
first
that's
thing
what
that
they're
popped in my
referring
head.
Probably. Before you can move your donkey, you have to back him up.
You have to back that ass up.
Hey, bring that ass here, boy.
Oh shit! What up?
Oh shit, what up? Oh shit, what up? It's that boy. Oh shit, what up? It's Pharaoh boy. We're memeing too hard for Alex over here. He's about to die. Oh man, listen to him. Look at him.
Cheesing so hard.
He's Larry the Lobster. He's
Dude,
still
he's,
right over there.
he's like those fucking like Cheetos mac and cheese things over
mac
there
and
cheesing
Cheetos.
so hard.
Oh damn, dude. Oh.
So how are we feeling, Cash? What do
Is
you
it my
think?
go? Okay,
Yeah,
I actually
go
did think of one.
Yeah, babe. What's yours?
I'm so bad with my questions. I was just like.
That's because
come
you
on
didn't
with
tell
it.
us ahead of time to be.
You know,
I actually did.
I've got a good
I've had, like, 2
question,
weeks.
but I don't
can't
have an
give
answer
us
for it.
that, you piece of shit.
I did.
It's not 2 weeks. It was last week.
No,
You
it wasn't
even
because we
said-
recorded Wednesday. Oh yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, it was over a week. Over a week ago. Fuck you. Okay, so I kind of want to go back during old biblical times, see old Jesus.
Go
This is-
Jesus.
Because I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
What about Brian, his brother?
Who?
Brian, his brother? You not seen The Life of Brian?
I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
god, you need to watch. If you haven't seen Monty Python, The Life of Brian, go watch it.
Oh,
It's
okay, it's a Monty
amazing.
Python thing. Okay.
It's amazing.
Because I am.
And now for something completely different.
Because I am atheist, and I'd kind of just like to go back and just see if I'm proven wrong, or just to prove I'm right. I guess you'd say. I just want to see like what he was all about. Like if he actually went and did this shit. I just want to follow him around for like
The
couple
13th
months.
disciple, Aaron Cash.
hell yeah.
Hey Jesus, you want to go to the Last Supper? The what? Nothing. Normal supper with the fellas.
You just followed him around with like a vape cloud.
Regular old supper.
You know they're gonna fucking kill you, bro.
No, I would
Vape's
change
life, man.
I would have an alias, so I would be Judas.
You'd be Karen Ash.
Yeah.
That sounds very biblical.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Karen Ash.
Karen Ash. Like, why are you carrying Ash around?
Why is your
Don't ask
surname
questions.
Ash? My father put out fires.
That was his job. He just peed on them all.
Yeah.
He just did it for fun, but they're like, hey, we'll pay you to do this. And he's like, no.
Fuck yeah, dude, it's a constant stream. I have something wrong with me. I'm dying.
I have to constantly intake water, otherwise I dehydrate.
But no, because I mean, I grew up in a Christian family and everything. I would like to go see that. I just like, because like I believe Jesus exists and everything, but I also kind of believe that he was just like a crackpot, because you know how like every X number of years people interpret the Bible and they're like, okay, here comes the second coming, here comes like Ragnarok or whatever you want to call like
Yeah,
the
there's also
apocalypse.
been like hundreds of other religions
well, yeah,
that
that
also
too.
are fake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're
And-
saying real? And if you are real, I'm sorry, dude.
What was that one that was a couple years ago? There was like some big minister or something. He was like, "Okay, sell your belongings. I've interpreted this from this passage of the Bible."
Mormons?
No. It was. I think it was very Christian, and he pretty much spent money on billboards. He told people to sell their houses, sell their possessions, because this is the day that the end of the world's going to happen. So he told them to do that beforehand, and he took they donated the money to him, so he could make all these billboards and commercials and shit like around where he lived, just so he could tell everybody like, hey, this is the end of the world. Like, this is it. Like, I've interpreted this myself. Here's all my proof and everything. And of course, we're still here. And all those people sold all their fucking possessions over shit like that. So
This is why I'm a logical thinker.
I don't know if it's
That's-
the same story or not, but something similar to that happened several years ago, and it turned out it was like the third or fourth time he had pulled it.
Yeah, I think it was
So
the
it
same
might
guy.
have been the same guy.
I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. That's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, I wonder if Jesus was just some crackpot like this guy who's just like, hey, he just like woke up one day. I was like, oh, I'm the son of a greater power.
Or like Joseph Smith. Is that who it was that created Mormonism?
Think
Joseph
so,
Smith? Or like just,
hey, he
holy
got-
shit, an angel told me there were gold plates in the ground, but no one can see them ever, and I can only read this book that this dude gave me that he
I
wrote.
thought it was a giant owl or something that like dropped it or something.
It's like an angel or some shit.
Oh,
I don't know.
I have to
There
read
were-
these tablets from inside this hat,
it's the
and you must write it down
angel
for me.
of Moroni.
It's the religion, quote unquote, is young enough for my grandfather to be like, yeah, that's not real. That
was
happened
there.
like when I was a kid.
He was my neighbor. That
Yeah.
guy was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He was the village idiot.
He was the town drunk. Woke up from got cold sweats all the time.
Yeah, I'd just be curious to see is like if that's how, like what happened.
angel's
then, how all the Bible, and also to see how much of the Bible's true as well. Just to see like, okay, Jesus said this.
Hey.
I'm like, did he actually say that? I've got like a recorder and everything. I've got like everything I need. Just like,
You're just
You've
walk-
got this
no,
set.
that's been edited too much. No,
You're walking around with like an audio boom.
Turns out,
I'm like,
Juice-
Jesus, say something profound.
turns out, Juice, pretty cool dude. Everybody just really didn't like him.
I'm like, Jesus, say something profound. He's like, don't be a dick to others. Good Lord Jesus.
Good, jeez. So if this offends any of you guys, just be ready because we're gonna shit on a lot of other things too in the future.
We have
And
no-
in the past, we shit on other things. We shit on Asians earlier. No,
We
kind
shit
of.
on me earlier, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
we
that's
did.
to be expected.
However,
Because you're a piece of shit.
my Mormon friends listening, if I have Mormon friends,
We have no filter.
we don't, and
We like to swear.
We
like
don't
to
even
make
have a
fun of
pop
things,
filter.
but it's
we do. It's over there.
But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
It's all.
We're not here to hurt people's feelings. It's just our own interpretation. There's gonna be people who's gonna get butthurt, but sorry.
Good. That means you gave him good anal sex.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
damn, dude. The word, the
That-
dildo is mightier than the words.
That nice ruffian.
I'll give you a nice ruffian. Well, boys, I've had fun.
I was part of Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders.
Fuck you. that wraps it up.
I think they did, actually. Well, boys, I've had fun. Have you had fun?
I had a blast. It's
you?
been real. It's been fun.
Have a blast.
But it hasn't been real fun.
Well, you two. Have you guys had fun? Actually, Doug, I don't care. Kaiser, have you had fun?
Yeah, I've had fun.
Wonderful.
Good.
Good night.
Wonderful. Thanks for listening. Check us out next week. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me?
The answer is yes.
If you look
Yeah,
under,
totally.
If you look under the left of the overhang, that cat's hanging on for dear life.
There you go.
Hang in there, baby.
It's Scar and
Hang on.
Mufasa all over again.
Oh,
Long live the king.
Knocks him into a bowl of water. Nay.
all right. Free fish toy.
Though none of